Premiere usually does a great job of interpreting footage. Oftentimes, when you bring stuff in, you don't really have to worry about the pixel aspect ratio as much and things like that because Premiere just guesses and understands and it kind of helps your footage work together. But sometimes, on rare occasion, things don't quite work out right, and that could be and usually is because there's wrong information embedded in the file. And that's exactly what's taken place here. If you look at my sequence here, our sequence is 720 by 480.9 pixel aspect ratio. And if you look at our footage, it's the same thing, 720 by 480.9. And so it should look normal, but unfortunately, I'm like 10,000 times fatter than this. So what we need to do is fix the pixel aspect ratio and make this look correctly. We'll have to force the interpretation by changing it by right-clicking on the footage, and we'll go to Interpret Footage. Go to Interpret Footage, and then under Pixel Aspect Ratio, we'll use Pixel Aspect Ratio from the file, which is incorrect. We'll conform this to, and then we have a whole host of pixel aspect ratios to choose from. It actually should have been widescreen 1.2. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that, click OK, and that looks a little bit more realistic, unfortunately. So that's me there. And also, as well, if there are some problems, I think that's being interpreted correctly here. But if I right click and go back to interpret footage, if you're having issues from fields, in other words, you're getting like artifacting, like stair stepping that's not looking right, you can select conform to, and you can have it be progressive or interlaced with upper field first or interlaced with the lower field first. And actually, most of the time when I have interpret footage issues with Premiere, it's usually this. Usually I need to take the fields and convert it to progressive scan. And although we're not looking at an example of this in this case, you could also change the frame rate here, and you could also adjust the alpha channel. You could have it ignore the alpha channel, or you could have it invert it, so whatever areas are transparent are opaque, and vice versa. Now, I should also point out that once we changed it here in the project panel, it automatically updated the clip that was being used in the sequence. So that is how to reinterpret footage.